Hello, and welcome to another update on Ethereum. The market has been slow in the last couple of days, all of this week, just a Monday dip and then just sideways consolidation. We are still tracking here this wave 4 correction. And just to remind you guys, the Ethereum dominance chart is still coming down and we are approaching our target zone that we defined together in one of the last videos here. I just want to remind you that the idea is, the thesis, that this wave 4 correction that we've seen coming on the Ethereum dominance chart, this wave 4 correction is kind of aligning with what the Ethereum USD chart is doing. So as long as Ethereum dominance is correcting, and it clearly is still correcting, and it's honestly easier to read than the Ethereum USD chart, as long as this is the case, probably Ethereum USD should also be correcting. They kind of are aligned and they move together. So they are both in a pullback. Ethereum dominance, however, in a clearer ABC structure, nearly looks like a so-called Elliott wave zigzag correction. Whereas Ethereum USD, and we're going to take a look at that, is rather in a sideways consolidation. This here is not so much sideways. I guess you agree. The support area for this wave 4 is between 11.3% and 13.12%. This is a standard support area for a wave 4, but we can narrow that down a little bit by identifying the ideal target range for this blue, for the blue zone. The blue zone indicates that ideal zone. That's based on the length of the A wave, and we know that a C wave often has the same length. Not exactly necessarily, but the C wave tends to have a similar length as the wave A, often longer, usually in the range between the 100% extension and the 161.8 extension, and both point towards, the area between 12.7% and 11.88. Doesn't mean we have to get there, but it's likely. Doesn't mean we have to stop there, but it's likely. Sometimes I'd rather say it can overshoot rather to the downside than because the support area is a bit lower. It rarely is shorter. So often blue zone or a little lower even. But yeah, that's what I'm watching. And if we zoom in, I mean, we could look a little bit here at the micro counts. It does look a little bit as if we need a little bit more downside, which kind of perfectly aligns with the target area. Because I can say this is a wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In wave 3, 4, 5. Perfect. So at the moment, this is playing out perfectly. And therefore, we're aiming for this target range. Now, if we look at that same structure on the Ethereum USD chart, you can see that we are moving rather in a sideways consolidation pattern. To see a little bit more detail here, let's take a look at the ETH USD chart on the shorter time frame. And we're consolidating, and oh boy, Ethereum is just dragging this out. But as you can see, this aligns very well with the Ethereum dominance chart with at least one more low, maybe even two more lows. But for now, the market doesn't really want to go down. It's refusing, but again, also that aligns with what we talked about in the previous videos, that 4060, this area around the green line, which is a structural support level, a very important one, and the 23.6 retracement, they are very, very strong support levels, both of them kind of aligning there, right? So that kind of goes together. And therefore, while the market is stuck below resistance and probably wants to follow Ethereum dominance down, this support area here, or this support level, is very, very strong. So Ethereum needs probably a little bit more time. This is like a small battlefield of the bulls and the bears. Just consolidation, but in a very clean way below our first Fibonacci resistance area. And just to remind you, it would take a break above $4,281 for a first indication that we actually have formed a local low. Any further upside from here would likely, just mean a local low, but that means we're still stuck in the broader range. This is a broader sideways range, and it can continue for a long time. It would actually look good if we could get this completed to the downside, go a little bit lower, maybe one more low. If we recover now, my concern is it will just extend this correction sideways, because from an Elliott wave point of view, it doesn't look complete. this correction just doesn't look complete. So a little bit more downside is okay. But honestly, this chart hasn't really done anything in the last month or so. Yeah, if you are panicking about this move down, I can tell you we are still in the same range. Movement within the same range is just really noise. So, but this is now the chance for this correction to complete. Without a move down, there is no completion of a correction, right? Or it will just go forever sideways. So corrections can happen via price or time. Via time is boring. Via price can be a bit scary, but honestly, we're still holding way above the $3,374 level, which is the critical support level here we defined before. So that's the update on Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, I invite you to join us on X for additional charts, updates, news, and much more. The link is in the description and in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.